It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. Hi, folks. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul. Ohtani was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. This one in the air. Suarez. And out #1 on the grab. Here's the lineup for the Reds. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
TJ Friedl stands in now and watches strike 1.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
One out, base is empty. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. 2 outs, base is empty. Brendan Donovan, the next to hit for the Reds. That misses the zone. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
2 outs, base is empty.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On the hill for the Reds, Chase Burns. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist singing.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
One down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next
Ball
offering is down low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up to the plate is Will Smith. There's a strike.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Swings through that one.
Boy, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Next one off the plate inside. And the count is 1-2. One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of the NLDS. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Off the plate, ball one.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
And this is inside. Man at first, one away. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Big time power.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Smith off of first with 2 away. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Got him swinging. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Game 1 of the Division Series. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Ohtani back to work. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
There's the strike up high. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Next for Cincinnati, Nlds Marte. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So up next, Mickey Moniak. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's one. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Reds nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now Andy Pappas. Jumps, but it's off his glove. No throw, and he's out at first. Here's Mookie to hit. Well struck right field. Going back. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss there.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Laser could be trouble. Pages on his way to third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
There's the strike. Burns, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Runner at second here, one gone. Squirts away a little bit.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Freeman hits it in the air. Stowers on the move to the alley. Drops into the glove. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Tap foul at the plate.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Way high there. And that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's the Reds DH, Will Benson. Up the middle, Edman. Fires over to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Here's Jose Trevino. Trevino, a former All-Star, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Check swing, and he went 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Reds go down quietly. And they're down 2-0. Bottom of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
That missed by
Count
a
1-0.
lot.
And that's ball one. And it's fouled away. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a ball evens the count.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one is back. Off the batter's eye and gone. And they add a run. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Batter now will be Will Smith. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss.
So just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Ohtani swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Well, Boog, with Ohtani on the mound today, you think about how big of a star he's become in the U.S., but his dog, Decoy, stole the show away from his master when he was being awarded his second MVP. It's just so darn cute. Ohtani's dog is so popular now, the U.S. ambassador to Japan gave Decoy a fake visa as a present during a visit with Shohei. His passport and control info were listed as MVP pup and good boy. Tell you what, Decoy is living the dream.
1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Suarez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of the NLDS. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Ball.
One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. And that's outside. Andy Pajes waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's now 3-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Elly De La Cruz. Fastball for a strike.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now TJ Friedl.
That's out.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That's inside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Donovan in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
De La Cruz stands at first with 1 out. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Kyle Stowers digs in now. Walked his first time. That one at triple digits.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that is downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Strikes him out with 100. So 1 hit is all they get. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Reds nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajas. There's the strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Betts now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Betts into second.
Everything came together for him. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
1 out, runner at second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Way outside, and that's ball 1. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And this one looks like trouble. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score. Round second, taken for third. The relay throw. He's in there.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Chase Burns won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Rhett Lauder.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
One down, runner at third. And up next for Los Angeles, Tommy Edman. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Ball one there. Runner on at third, one gone. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And they'll do it again. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. And a foul ball.
That's a ball.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Friedel pulls that one down, and that's the inning. Run scoring triple here for the Dodgers. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Game 1 of the division series. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nlds Marte. Ohtani back to work. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. Steps on first for the out.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Mickey Moniak will hit next. He's 0 for 1. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Fly ball down the line. Tucker sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2. Two down, base is empty. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLDS. swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hernandez makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Just missed.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Marte with the throw to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Both 2 in this one. That one missing inside. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. Tucker leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
2 on, 1 out. And next for LA, Eugenio Suarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That is upstairs for ball 1. Two on, 1 out.
Ball in.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Moniak on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajas, 1 for 2. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Moniak makes the grab. And the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're in front 4-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Reds DH, Will Benson. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
And now the 0-1. There's the strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball line to center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Elly De La Cruz.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Hernandez makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Friedel now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next pitch is downstairs. In the air, left field, and that will fall. And that keeps the inning alive.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now a chance for Brendan Donovan. Splits the plate. That's strike one. Donovan, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Friedel, the runner at first with two gone. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2. Fastball is outside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Popped in the air. Left field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now 4-1. Back here in L.A., here's Betts. Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Tosses to first, one away, bottom of the sixth. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Next offering is foul back. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Edman in the box again. Takes a strike. Now 1-1. And that skips into dirt.
Strike.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing here this half. On to the seventh here in game one. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Reds 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Top of the zone for a called strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Emilio Pagan preparing to come on if needed. Iglesias getting loose as well.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. That one lifted to left. Hernandez settles underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Nlds Marte. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The Reds trailing by 3 here in the late stages of game 1. That's off the inside corner. 1-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Edman brings it in. Out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Emilio Pagan gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
2 outs, base is empty. Mickey Moniak, the next to hit for the Reds. Late on that fastball.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez ranging after it, and that'll do it. Tony Santillan gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Rips one to right, and no one can get there. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Edge of his zone for a strike. 0-1. runner in scoring position, nobody out here in game one of the NLDS. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away. Now the catcher up to hit, Will Smith. And a swing and a miss.
So hard to touch.
0-1's the count.
At the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. Nicely done for the out.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
That misses. 1-0. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Pitch gets away. And the runner holds. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Reds 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And it's even up. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Garrett Whitlock. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. The 1-1. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. to swing and a miss. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. He's already homered here in this one. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one misses, and it's 1-1. That's down and in. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just misses with that one.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Upstairs, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And a strike. Right side, Tucker on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Emilio Pagan is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Garrett Whitlock.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Reds leave 1, and they trail it 4-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Graham Ashcraft.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First offering is fouled off. Just missed. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Sam Mole, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up and in. It's 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And a foul ball. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And a slider misses down and away. That one a little bit high, and the count's even at 2.
2-2 count.
That one missed. Goes down looking. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. 1 for 3. And ball 1.
No strike.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch is outside. On the ground, Marte. To first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Reds 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, T.J. Friedl. Whitlock, a righty that throws with power. 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Into center and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. There's the strike.
1 strike.
The Reds trailing by 3 here in the late stages of game 1. And the slider just misses.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nlds Marte.
0 for 3 in this one.
Smoked in the left. This looks like extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, Raisel Iglesias.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Moniak, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. So the tying run is second.
1 ball.
This
2
one
strikes.
in the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Ripped into center, base hit. Marte on his horse around third. He's safe. It's 4-4.
That's a big-time clutch performance, Boo. Top of the 9th, your team needs you to come through, and you deliver a game-tying RBI base hit. Now let's see if they can build on that and get the lead. Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the 9th.
Go-ahead run on base. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. And that is out of play. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Iglesias throw over. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
4-4 in the ninth.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Pajes ranging back, pulls it in on the warning track. So now here's the DH, Will Benson. He's already homered in this game. Throw to first, and he's back safely. That one off the mark, ball 1. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
And we're back. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So he came out clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Ashcraft back to work. Inside just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Phil Maton, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Stama, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
2-0.
In there at the knees. Now 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Tied at 4. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Next offering in the dirt, and it's a full count. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. He goes down looking.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him walk. That was just nasty.
And here comes Tommy Edman, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. A little bit low. And that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And fouled off. This one popped up. De La Cruz makes the grab, and there's two gone. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
That catches the corner. All tied up here in game 1 of the NLDS. So now 1-2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Out to short, De La Cruz. Tosses across the first, and Freeman is retired. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. So they go quietly there. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. And we are tied 4-4. New pitcher on here, Rock Stewart. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Will Benson. And that one fouled off.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. Tied at 4. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and that gets down for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Go-ahead run on base. Trevino getting ready to hit. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position. You want a guy that battles at the plate in the biggest moments of the game, and that's what they have right now up there. If anyone can shake it up, it's this guy right here.
Suarez, 1 and 2nd, on to Freddie, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. And it remains 2-2. And that's outside. TJ Friedel in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. Towards first, and that's a foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Back here at extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Josh Staumont. So here's Kyle Tucker now. That one pulled foul. Ball one there. And the count 1-2. And that's too high. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Will Smith in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On a line. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in a scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
And next for LA, Will Smith, known for his late inning heroics. And that misses. Ball one. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. This guy with light tower power. And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Well, pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. One left for L.A. Score remains tied at 4. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Number 86.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So digging in, T.J. Friedl.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. Tied at 4. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So up next, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. And there's a ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. So 2 balls and no strikes. And another ball. Kyle Stowers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. There's the strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
High fly ball out towards left center. Hernandez sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Kyle Stowers. He made his presence felt in a big way back in the 9th with a 2-run homer.
Yeah, that was a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone was fired up, even the bat boy, pretty hyped, and obviously a swing that's been huge in terms of where we are now in this ball game.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
2 down, nobody on here in game 1 of the NLDS. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And misses inside. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Reds down in order. Still all square at 4 apiece. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Hard hit right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Mookie. So runner at second, 2 down. Digging in, Tommy Edman. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is the inning. And welcome back.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly.
Okay, Mr.